just started coaching training for myself, and I realized that while I had wanted to do it for work, and because I thought it would be just such a great thing for myself and for the people that I work with, I realized it was also something I wanted to do for myself and for my business. And so I had no clue what that meant. I had no clue what that looked like. I had a lot of passion, but I had zero idea on how to execute or what that even would look like for my life, not just business, but then my home life and my planning for my future. So I knew that I needed a coach because I had no idea where to start. What made me choose Bridgette was her energy. I just instantly connected and gravitated to Bridgette when I met you. And I just was like, this is my coach. This is my person. I knew it. I knew that the energy is what I needed to fuel. Your energy is what I knew would also help propel me through the whole experience. So I know coaching is all about what I put into it, but I knew that energy, that challenge, that drive, that honesty, that fire about I'm not just gonna, let you do whatever. I'm gonna push you and challenge you. I knew that's something I needed in the form of a loving, passionate coaching relationship. So I knew that that's what I wanted instantly, and I was not gonna give up on you until you allowed me to be your client. What I enjoyed the most was that it was on my pace and where I was at that point in my life. And it wasn't pushing me to be anybody that I wasn't, or it wasn't pushing me to do anything that I wasn't ready to do or committed to doing. And even when I thought that I knew what I wanted and I thought I knew what I needed to do, the experience still gave me a challenge to dig deeper and deeper and deeper instead of just letting it be at the surface. I think everybody feels like, oh, I know what to do, or I can figure out maybe how to do it. But really digging deep and figuring out not just the how, but what's going to sustain you, what's going to push you to keep going even when things aren't easy, and digging deep into what does that look like. It wasn't just so much as here are steps. It was me going back to my childhood. It was me tackling that. It was me tackling where I was in my life. It was so much more than just what I came for, which was, hey, how do I launch this as a business for myself and for my family and for what I want to be in the future. But it was also going back and acknowledging those things that were holding me back, and also just weaving and bobbing and making me this person that I am today versus what I thought I even started for. The most impactful change was not doing anything at all. So that probably sounds weird, but the most important change for me was to stop going and going and going and going and accomplishing and trying to find the next thing, trying to do the next thing, trying to get better and trying to make this happen and that happen, and just really stop and be comfortable to just be who I am and be where I'm at in my life with my 4 kids and my husband and my dog and my career and all these things, and just be happy and be cool with whatever I'm able to do at this season in my life, and not thinking that success or accomplishment means having to always do something every 5 seconds. But I can make the life that I want just by being who I am and knowing what I want, but also knowing that I'm just going to turn back into a crazy person if I keep trying to push myself outside of what my life is allowing right now. So that was a huge eye-opener, and it actually took time. Yeah, I maybe knew that, but I didn't know how to be that without having anxiety and fear and anger and resentment. And so now not having those things frees me up to just be myself and be the best self I want to be in all the areas of my life. What is better in my life? I feel like being happy with just whatever I do is good enough. Some days I can, and I think the biggest takeaway was that I learned that balance is just something that's not true. Like it's a myth that we've all tried to get to, and it's this unattainable goal. And some days I have to be more of a mom, and some days I dig in on my business, and that's super exciting. And some days I need to focus on my marriage, and like there's just always this like being happy with just putting my attention to wherever it needs to be. And some days I need to take care of myself and not care about anyone else, and being okay with that. And so I think just the biggest change in my life is just kind of going with the flow and doing the things that I know I want to do, and do them, but be happy when I can't do them too. So I got my first paid coaching client, for more than I ever would have even dreamed I could have charged. And having the confidence to ask for that, to not sway when the person tried to negotiate with me, not sway in my value, to know that I did that, and then had that client then re-sign up again later for more sessions for the same value, like just having that happen. And just the success in putting myself out there and being comfortable on social media, and being comfortable to like just not even have my hair done and just say whatever and just be myself. And my presence on social media is a lot stronger now, and just being happy with being myself, and that's my business, is me being me, and I'm an expert on being me. So putting myself out there like that has been a big change. I would say to the person that is considering hiring Bridgette that if you don't know that Bridgette is for you, then don't hire her, because you need to know that innately. You need to feel like that energy and what she brings and the challenge that she's going to bring to you is invaluable, and no amount of investment should sway your decision to want to hire her. It was a huge investment for me. It was something that I had to talk to my husband about, because it was that big of an investment for us at the time. And I realized that me and my business and what I wanted to accomplish, it was worth even 10 times more than that. So I knew that when I put that investment in myself, that I was going to put in the work to do it. And I think hiring Bridgette, and also her challenging me a lot, and not letting just, she's not saying just what I want to hear. She's telling me and giving me the tips and the tools to be successful with what I want to do to this, and not letting me sway from what my mission and my vision is. I think the biggest takeaway, or the biggest thing that I would want to add, is that if you think that you know what your journey is going to be, you have no idea. And that's the beauty of coaching. And it's the beauty of coaching with Bridgette, is I could have said, oh, here's exactly where I'm going to end up, where I think I'm going to end up. And it is nowhere remotely close to that. It's a million times better than I ever could have even considered, for my business, for myself, for my life, for my kids, for my coworker, like just all the things that I learned about myself that I dug deep into. And that when she says in her coaching agreement that she's going to bring the fire, she's not lying. She will bring the fire when you need it, when you least expect it. But it is worth it, because it really helped me shift, and just the experience is so much more than you'll ever expect. So don't put in your expectations right off the get-go. Just go with it and be there, and let her guide you through the experience if you're not familiar with coaching, and just play hard, and you're going to love everything that you get out of this.